Buenos dias, beautiful friends. I hope that you are doing so well wherever you are in this now moment. I went through an experience recently that I would like to share with you, and I hope that it is of service. So I believe that many of us are experiencing what they call Ascension symptoms, which I feel like is an interesting way to talk about integrating more light into our human body, which is what we're doing, y'all. Like, for real. I just want to drop this in. So, like, the words ascension symptoms can be viewed as like kind of woo-woo, you knew, and kind of like overlooked, like whatever. Light integration symptoms. I feel like that sounds a little bit weird, and yet that's probably one of the more accurate terms. Healing, growth, expansion, all these words. And it's really interesting because the manifestation of the integration of higher frequency light into our physical has also been labeled in other areas of medicine as certain things. So, what I'm going to share is my personal experience. I'm not a doctor of pharmaceuticals or of that type of medicine. And if you have experiences with your body that like, I'm not telling you to not go to a doctor, okay? Like, so just, I'm putting that out there. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just sharing with you my experience. And if it resonates, awesome sauce. If not, awesome sauce. So I don't want to go too far into this. There'll be another video, but the light integration symptoms, we are energetically receiving more light from the sun. We are receiving more photon energy from the sun. When you look at the activity from our star, we are receiving so much more light into the atmosphere, through the ionosphere, beyond the magnetosphere, because that little sucker is disintegrating in certain areas, like at a very rapid rate. The earth itself, and we are in the middle of all that stuff. We too are integrating and having this light from the sun literally move through our bodies. This light, these photons, are not just light waves. They're also gravitational waves. They have data and information in them. There are plasma waves involved, and light, and microwave, like electrical waves. Like, there are so many energy waves that come from the sun that we are literally we're receiving into our bodies. So at different points in time, your body might be receiving this, and you might feel super jazzed, uplifted, and like, yeah, I'm gonna party. You might be feeling it, and like, it might drop you to your ass, and you might be like, oh dear God, am I dying? Right? Now, those moments of, oh dear God, am I dying? If we go ahead and reach out and call like the 911s, and they come in with an ambulance and they take us and they run all this battery of tests, 9 times out of 9, they're going to find something wrong with us anyway. They're going to label us and then start to give us all these pharmaceuticals, because that is just the system anyway. So, we are integrating all of this light. There are different times that I feel better, I feel worse, and I am very aware of what's happening on and with our sun, and on the earth plane, and in the collective, and I'm really highly attuned to all of it. And so whenever I go through my experiences, I can tell, like, okay, is this a cosmic event? Is this a Jane event, right? Is this a Jane event because I'm shoving emotions down? Or is this a Jane event because I am choosing to take a leap in faith? Or like, those are Jane events. Or is it just like, man, out of nowhere, I don't know what's happening, but this is nuts. Or all of a sudden I'm extremely irritable and angry. Or all of a sudden I'm just like super aroused and feeling all this joy. Where these things come out of the blue, I can personally kind of tune in to where it's coming from. Anyhoozles. So the ascension symptoms, the light integration symptoms, I really prefer light integration symptoms, because ascending is like rising above, and you may not be rising above through these experiences, right? So light ascension, no, light integration symptoms. And so it is. Anyway, so I wanted to share with you what happened to me most recently over the past 48 hours or so. And I've been keeping notes on all of this for quite some time. So I encourage that as well, to kind of keep notes on what your physical and emotional and mental bodies are experiencing, so that you can kind of see if there's a pattern, and you can also look to see if there's any relationship to other events that are happening on our globe. And if you noticed, like yesterday and the day before, but especially yesterday, so many global events happened, from landslides to volcanoes to this to that, like so many like really big things on the earth plane, because she is moving. It just reminds me back to the Hopi prophecy about like literally God shaking the earth to wake our asses up to learn to come together again with each other and with the earth. Anyway, so the symptoms that I had, and this is why I want to share it, because it's like legit out of nowhere, and I'm deep in meditation, and I'm like very aware of what the fuck is happening, and it still sucks, y'all. It still sucks sometimes. So the past few days, I've had like no appetite. When I think about food, I get a lot bit nauseous. I haven't been able to eat. When I eat, it's like minimal amounts, and it's like, oh snap, that's it. Like I'm done, tap out, like I can't. I've been working on things like this, green drink, spirulina, like lemon, coconut water, extremely filtered stuff, amping up all my Purium things, which if you want to know more, send me a message. It's extremely high vibe, nutrient dense, body support. So zero appetite, extremely lethargic. I'm talking like, y'all, I have a lot of energy. I'm talking like, I need to lay down. No, I need to lay down. Like I'm out. And then night before last, I was woken up in the middle of the night, and I knew that it was okay. Like I knew I was okay, but I just want to share this because it sounds really fucked up. It felt, and the vision that I saw was that all the neural pathways in my brain merged together in the center, right? And were big. Like it wasn't like the pineal gland size. It was like big. And it was like moving and almost bubbling around. And the words of "my brain is being scrambled" came to mind. And it was physically uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. It hurt. I was like, dear God, this sucks. And I've had, like third eye activations and third eye openings, and I do energy work on that energy center. It was not like anything I've ever experienced before. The sensation woke me up out of a sleep. And then all of yesterday, I had extreme pain in my head, migraine like. My left eye was watering a good bit, and I had a pain in my temple, and it's not there anymore. Thank goodness. The pain's not there. And I had like a knot, when you get like a knot in your shoulder, it was like that, but it was in my temple. And it hurt really bad, and it worsened throughout the day. I laid down and I cried in discomfort, and I kept surrendering into it and trusting, like I know what it was. I know it's integrating light. I know it is. And then they've also been spraying more because, we're getting more solar activity. So our government is like, let's spray in the clouds, and those are the lines that you see, and then the lines, and then they spread out. Next thing you know, the sky is white and no longer blue, full of aluminum particulates to refract all of the solar energy, which is just asinine, literally completely asinine. It does not work that way. But science. So I know that also has an effect on like my sensitivity. Like I do better in like nature and not being inundated with like chemicals and stuff, heavy metals and those things. So anyway, so the pain worsened all throughout yesterday, and I slept. I honored it. I slept. I didn't try to take a bunch of headache stuff and try to dull it down and numb it out. I was sitting with the pain and discomfort and letting it move through me. I allowed the physical pain to transmute through tears. So like I would cry, and then I would feel relief, and then I would sleep, and then I would wake up and feel like better, not good, but just like improved. And then, so I was in this cycle. Anyway, my shirt's really wrinkly. Anyway, I just noticed it because I'm not like looking at myself. Anyway, maybe I should look at myself, but then I would be talking like this. Anyway, so the pain was really uncomfortable, and I honored it. I honored the pain. I honored the discomfort. I reminded myself that the human collective is going through a massive shift, that we're here to integrate more light into our body, but not only that we're here to be more light on the earth plane. And that's another video that I would like to share about. But all this to say, light integration symptoms are maybe not necessarily the most fun, and it's not happening to everybody at the same time in the same ways. My invitation is to just check yourself, see what you're feeling. Especially as I feel like the more we do our healing work and we move through traumas and we heal those things, like a lot of those things tend to not come up anymore. They just don't, they stop. And then other symptoms start to take hold, and it's a lot more like kind of basic, like physiological, mental, energy openings, things like that. So I just wanted to share these things in case you are also experiencing Ascension symptoms. And if you are comfortable, you can write some down in the comments of maybe some of the symptoms that you're experiencing, so that others know that they're not alone. Like, it's interesting. This is not TMI, but like, even though I haven't been eating, it's like I've been going to the bathroom like it's my job. And I'm like, from the depths of where are you coming from? Because I haven't been eating. Like, what is this? And I was just in Costa Rica, and the depths of everything came out there anyway. So I legit have no idea where anything is coming from, but I am purging everything out. You're welcome. Now you know about my bathroom visits. Sometimes I share stuff and I'm like, I just shared that out loud. And I did, and that's okay. I'm human. We're all human. We all poop. Yeah, we all poop. So anyway, on that note, enjoy your symptoms. May they be met with grace and ease and as much joy as possible. Take it easy when you need to. Listen to yourself. If you're tired, rest. If you're feeling energized, create. Move your body. Just bask in it. Do something with it. If you feel like you have this surge of energy and you just want to go for a run or a walk or whatever, but you're like, but I have to go sit in my cube at work during the day and I'm not allowed. F that noise. Take a break. Go for a walk. Get some fresh air. Move that energy. There's a reason it's moving through you, right? There's a reason we get these callings and these higher desires. Call in late for work. Leave early from work. Work a little bit longer and later. If you have the energy and the desire, follow the desire. It will make the movement of the light through the physical and the emotional and the mental bodies so much easier, I promise. So I love you all so much, and please keep taking care of yourselves and each other. Drink a lot of water, keep earthing, right? Keep getting your feet on the ground, keep breathing as much fresh air as humanly possible, and know that you're loved and taken care of, and that we're here for a reason. We're here to remember who we are. We're here to be the light beings that we are, and we're here to unite in love. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I love you, I love you, I love you. Take care. Peace, y'all.